Welcome back to another video. My name is Brian Nesline. I am a psychic, clairvoyant, oracle card reader. I'm an intuitive empath. I'm all these things and more. Just like you. Yes, you are all these things and more as well. If you claim to be something, then you will start to understand how that's already happening to you, and you'll start to get a development or an expansion of those things in your life. So you can just claim to be somebody who can read cards, and then go get a deck of cards and start reading them, and you'll see something will happen. Just saying, if you start with the end in mind, with the claim, with the doubt-free claim, with no evidence, then that evidence will start to rush in through your actions and your emotional experiences. So goody good good. Now, remember, we are capable of doing anything that we set our mind to or that we are inspired to do. Things that we feel passionate about, things that we feel energized about. That's the key, is to finding what you really feel really whoa about. Even if it's something that you feel really heated up about. Why? Because whether we do things out of being heated up, like if we're going to protest somewhere or we're arguing real loud, if we do something heated up like that, or if we do something where we are passionately excited up, like, wow, I'm so psyched to read these cards to you. I love reading cards. Doesn't matter if it's a positive or a negative emotional expression. They're both energy. They're both light. And we are a conduit for light to come into the world. How does it happen? It happens by our words, the divine masculine. It happens by us assembling words, thoughts, words, actions, building things with words in ways that are unique and new. When we build things together in a new way, like that. When we let our words come out in a good way, what's that? That's just a bunch of nonsense. It's just me saying something that hasn't been said before ever in this moment in time. And when I do that, it opens a portal in a way. It opens a little space in a way for emotion to come rushing out. Either it's negative or positive, it doesn't matter. It's still energy. Look. Every word I say is pack, full of what? Of light, of energy, of emotion. We are an emotional expression. There's nothing but an abundance. It's constantly coming out. Every word you say is the word of God. Every single word you say from now, all the words you've ever said, all the words you'll ever say, all the ones I'm saying right now, the ones you're thinking right now, the ones that you see when you look at the card, treasure chest, coins, abundance, white, border of yellow, man with his hat off, drinking his face off, alcoholism, ooh, that sucks. Girl who left her house, she left things behind. She's fishing in the sewer to find the abundance of the words. They're everywhere. Every word you do is always going to lead to the currency of emotional expression. So it won't matter if your words are positive or negative. This is a higher idea. You're going to lose your head over it. Don't lose your head over it. Don't get too confused over that. Every word you say is the word of God. And you are a God machine. You're a God word machine that is constantly expressing an abundance of this wealth in the world. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. We're depositing the coins into the sky, into the universe, by every word we say, by everything we do. Now, if you know this and you accept it, well then, now I'm not so worried anymore, am I? Because I was born to do, let's take the Bible quote, mankind born to do good works for God. Good works for God. So in a way, we're almost like an ATM machine of energy that spits out energy. Blah, 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 blah. Even that was more energy being packed up into the universe. Now, you might as well pick something that you love doing, because then you can do it 9 to 5 each day or all your life. And you can feel like you're not working a day in your life because you're doing what you love. I love making these videos. I just do. I love reading the cards. I love pointing to things and saying, wow, look at that hat fall off that guy's head. I like singing little songs. I like giving you a new perspective. I like knowing that life is going to work out because really, we're already dead. Ooh, that's messed up. We're already dead. I just mean, don't freak out. When I say we're already dead, all I mean by that is that whoever we are right in this moment is changing into whoever we are right now. Ooh, so whoever we just were a minute ago, 10 minutes ago, before this video, whoever we were, that person has now evolved into this new person, this new version, right? So we're constantly letting go and being reborn, being reborn, being remaked, being. We're beings. Spiritual beings, human. A spirit being human and putting into the world a never-ending currency. It doesn't even matter if the words are clear, if they're sensible. Currency or currency is still a currency of emotional expression. It's just better when you can logically understand something. But look, if we just keep saying the same things day after day after day, well, actually, we could do that because it would still be emotional energy being expressed. So even that's okay. So it's okay to do the same thing over and over. It's okay to be repetitive. The key is to know and feel the energy, the light, to know consciously that everything you're doing and saying is actually giving more sunlight to the sun that is lighting this card. Ooh, that's amazing. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. To know that we are really caught up in a story of abundance, Well, let's pull another card. Yeah, this is really good news. Why? What is all this? It's a spiritually channeled message. It's a message. It's a concept. It's me reading the cards, telling you what they mean. Now, is it Brian telling you? No. There's not really a Brian so much as there is God, source, universe living inside of each of us, expressing unique collections of words, stories, his stories, history, his stories, our collective story. And I'm saying these things, and as all of these things are being said in this bittersweet world that we live in, you're getting all of these teardrop dress cakes that are coming up to your consciousness. This is you listening to this reading. You're like, what's he saying? What's going on? And this is me right now. I'm playing the role of this woman who has got the veil of tears. I'm like crying my eyes out to bring you my emotional lighting the candles for you. Happy birthday. Are you interested? We're all dancing for you. We're singing for you. We're bringing you hope. We're bringing you light. We're telling you that life is okay. There's nothing to worry about. There's no curses. There's no curses unless you believe in them, because what you believe is how you perceive things. What you believe is how it's kind of like done unto you. It's reflected back. You're kind of asking for your birthday presents every day by what you think and say and believe. So believe the best things. Go with the light. Let yourself relax in the bittersweet world that we all are moving through. And kind of look, rise up a little bit. We're rising up a bit above the bittersweet world. That's what it's showing, because the word bittersweet is down here. And we are up here in the card. We're rising up. Why? Because we know that whether it's bitter or sweet, it's going to change. Those candles are going to go out. The cake is going to get eaten. And there's going to be a new one baked for us 5 minutes from now. We constantly keep being reborn, changing, growing, evolving. Make friends with change. Change is not the enemy. There is no enemy unless you believe there's one chasing you, and that sucks. It's still going to be okay, though, because you're going to generate a lot of emotional light for the sun or for God or for us. Even if you're running around afraid, running around complaining, running around in confusion, confusion's still a word, and it still allows energy to come out of you. Everything you do, boom, it's so goody good to know that we are caught up inside of God. That's from the Bible too. Mankind has their being and movement inside of God. We are very much so like a powerful expression of God in the world. We are expressing power, expressing light, and now really, we want to use a little bit of a guidance system, because we want to be those people who decide from now on that even though it doesn't matter what we do in the spiritual dimension, Paul said it in the Bible. He's like, I have liberty to do whatever the you know what I want. Boom. But he says, but I'm not going to do something against the law, because then it'll mess other people up. I'm going to keep the law of the land, but I'm going to know that I can do whatever I want. But while I'm keeping the law of the land, that's me like laying down my life, my liberty, for the love of everyone. And that is truly what we want to focus on now. And that's where the reading's going. Now that we know that we have free will, that we can choose bitter or sweetness and pack it into the world, and that it's going to do the same thing. Bitterness or sweetness does the same thing. It sends energy, it sends emotion, whether it's happy emotion or angry emotion or anything in between. Now that we know that they're both equal, we're going to do something more. We're going to choose the good. We're going to choose love. We're going to choose what we know is really, really loving and caring. Kindness, loving kindness, right? Joy, compassion, all of that. We're going to choose that. There's the energy. It's coming in the world no matter what, no matter what. But let's put it into the world with love and passion and acceptance of other people's differences and, oh, I love you, man, and this is why, A, B, C, D, E, with a reflection of gratitude and a passionate expression of that energy in positive things. Choose it. That way, we'll all get along so much better in the human world, and our kids will be able to deal with their ascension to knowing who they really are as a light bringer, a light emitter, an energy source. God. Bonus feature. Ooh, now look, I went ahead and recorded this little bonus bit with this next card coming up because we talked about being good or doing good things, knowing that we could do either good or bad, but that we're going to choose to do good. Now, the main reason is if we do good, we're not going to feel guilty. We're not going to feel shame. We're not going to feel blocked. And that way, we are going to be able to give that good birth, renewal, revelation, new information, new lifting and growing of our ideas, of our passions, of our loves, of our interests. They're going to expand over and over again if we're not feeling guilty. If we are feeling like a fertile environment for the light to flow through and to bring new iterations of inspired thoughts and ideas and actions. And this is really the kind of change we want to be riding on. We want to be doing that day and night, riding on this pregnant experience where we are packing the world with brand new iterations of the white light that comes out as a variety of the rainbow, meaning a variety of your particular creative expressions in the world, your particular job, your particular, nuances of the relationship you're having, like evolution of your personal relationships with your significant other, your family, evolution of the projects that you give a crap about. They're all going to get bigger and brighter if you can live a guilt-free life, right? So this is the reason why we don't want to pack the world with anger or with destruction, because that'll make us leave us feeling guilty and not fertile. Whoa, yeah. I just wanted to add that here because I was inspired to. And you know what? Before we close out, let's pull one more card just because, and let's see what it's going to be. It's coming out of this deck right here, and this is the end for today. It is the gratitude card, and isn't that what's going to happen? Look at this. She's pregnant here. She's pregnant there. Look how grateful we are. She's wearing the red dress because that's the new material world that's expanding because, and here it is down here, it's expanding because we're guilt-free. We don't have the G for guilt, we got the G for gratitude. And we are so grateful that all of the wellness vines are growing with all of our wise, purple crown chakra new ideas, wise ideas, original ideas that are cropping up out of us, out of our big heart, our heart of God in the world. You are the heart of God in the world, and the beat, beat, beat of your heart is your words and your emotional expressions, your light. You can see it all in the card here. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way you can press the bell and get notifications for daily readings that I publish every day. Take care, have fun. I'll see you again. Goodbye.